You don't see them much anymore. Those long green snakes coiled like lazy dragons beside the back porch. But once upon a time, they gave you the coldest drink you ever had. Right there in the middle of the day, barefoot, sunburned, and soaked in laughter. This is Pastime Memories, and tonight we're remembering the taste of summer. The first sip was always too hot. It scalded the inside of your cheeks like sun-baked metal. You spat it out, grimaced, laughed, but you waited just a few seconds. Let it run onto the driveway, making small rivers that danced down the slope like liquid snakes. Then you tried again. And that's when the magic hit you. Ice cold, sharper than any juice box, better than the kitchen sink. The taste? Metallic, rubbery, perfect. It filled your whole body with something you didn't know how to name. Relief, joy, triumph, all of it. You passed the hose to the next kid like it was sacred. You wiped your mouth on your wrist. You breathed out and let the sun wrap around your shoulders like a towel. Later, the hose became something else. A weapon, a rope, a lifeline. You sprayed your brother in the face when he wasn't looking. You filled up balloons for water balloon wars, and that always ended with someone crying. You jumped through arcs of it, ran in figure eights across the lawn, made mud where there wasn't supposed to be any. Sometimes you just lay in the grass while someone misted the air above you, like a human sprinkler. Sometimes it was the only way to breathe. On the worst days, those 104-degree monsters, when the tar bubbled in the street, the hose was church. You stood still while someone sprayed your back, and you let the water erase everything. It cooled your scalp, your spine, your sunburned shoulders. You didn't speak. You just stood there and closed your eyes. You passed the hose to the next kid like it was sacred. You wiped your mouth on your wrist. You breathed out and let the sun wrap around your shoulders like a towel. You wonder if the hose remembers you. If there's still one like it somewhere, stuffed behind a shed or curled in the weeds, that holds the taste of all those summers in its plastic vein. You think about how things used to be enough, just that. A drink from a hose, a quiet place in the shade. No screens, no plans, no witnesses. Just you, and the heat, and the water. And somehow, that was everything. You still think about it sometimes. Not the exact moment, not even the hose itself, but the feeling. The moment the water turned cold. The surprise of it. The joy, the simplicity. That's what you miss. That's what you remember. And maybe that's what brought you here tonight. You wonder if the hose remembers you. If somewhere, coiled behind a shed or tucked in a forgotten corner of someone's yard, there's one just like it, soft plastic scarred by summers, brass fittings dull with age that still holds the memory of every child who ever bent low and drank. You think about how things used to be enough. Just that. A drink from a hose, a quiet place in the shade. No phones buzzing, no plans looming, no one watching. Just sun and grass and the metallic snap of cold water hitting your teeth. And somehow that was everything. Sometimes you catch yourself tracing it back. Not to a single day, but to a feeling. The sting of heat on your shoulders. The rush of cold down your throat. The laughter that broke out of you without asking permission. That's what lingers. Not the hose itself, not even the yard, but that fleeting, perfect relief. And maybe that's why you're here tonight. Searching for a story that feels like home. That was a long time ago. The hose is gone. The house probably looks different now, and you've grown up more than you meant to. But the memory, that's still yours. Tucked away somewhere quiet, waiting for warm wind and a little time to bring it back. If this story stirred something in you, if it reminded you of something you didn't even know you'd forgotten, you're in the right place. This is Pastime Memories. We tell stories you forgot you remembered. If you'd like more, subscribe, leave a quiet comment, and come back when you're ready to drift again. Until then, stay soft, stay curious, and sleep well.